Hey everybody, Jon Kleis here. Today we are tying the hybrid hopper. We will start by starting our thread at the point where we will anchor our wing, winding back to the bend of the hook and trimming off our tag. Next we are creating a dubbing loop, winding our thread forward to the point where we started. And now we're going to add some wax to our thread for our dubbing loop. And then stack our dubbing in the loop. For this we are using the Spirit River Dazzle Hare's Ear dubbing, but you can use any Antron Hare's Ear mix, whatever you prefer. I like to use a synthetic blend that has a lot of guard hairs. So now we're twisting our rope, and I use this technique because I don't know if you've seen those really buggy looking nymphs like the hare's ear nymphs you can buy in the shop. It just makes sense to me to do it this way because those guard hairs really stick out and they trap air, so it helps it float. So now we're wrapping our rope forward. And basically my inspiration for this fly is, my two favorite patterns to throw as attractor patterns for hopper dropper rigs are the stimulator and the parachute hopper. So this has elements of both flies. So now we are going to tie off our dubbing rope and clip off the excess. And now we're going to take our pheasant tail legs and anchor them on either side just in front of the abdomen. When I'm doing this, I try and anchor them so that the knot that forms the bend in the back of the leg is just past the abdomen of the fly or to the bend of the hook. Same thing. Now we're just going to clip the backs off a little bit. And then trim the excess fiber. Now we're just laying down some glue. I'm just using Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. We're going to take our stacked deer hair and line it up so that the wing tips are just past the abdomen or the bend of the hook. And when we're anchoring, I start with loose wraps and then do progressively tighter wraps while holding everything back. And now we will trim our tag end of our hair. Make sure we're catching all those little fibers. And then we're just going to clean it up a little. Give it one good run through again. Make sure everything's anchored solid to the hook. So far we have the abdomen and legs of a parachute hopper, or similar to a parachute hopper I should say, and now we're working on the wing and the thorax of a stimulator. So I've just attached our brown hackle and I'm creating a second dubbing loop. Again, we're going to wax the thread, stack our dubbing in the loop, trying to get it as even as possible so there's no bumps in our rope. Twisting our loop together to form that dubbing rope. Now I'm just attaching my hackle pliers. Makes it easier to palmer this rope. Start back at our wing. Make sure that's good and covered up. You want to try and get it to taper a little bit, but not a whole lot. It doesn't have to be that noticeable. Fill in the gaps, same as we did with the abdomen. We're going to tie off our rope, trim the excess, and now we are taking our hackle and we're just going to palmer that through our thorax, through that dubbing, leaving a little bit of a gap so that you got that contrast in color between the brown hackle and the sulfur yellow dubbing. Again, you can use any color you want. I'm just using sulfur yellow. I've had a lot of success with this particular color in the Dreamstream. Pulling everything back and tying off. Doing our whip finish. And there you have it, the hybrid hopper. Thanks for watching, everybody.